Dear learners, today we are going to learn nature of research. The learning objective is to learn and understand the nature of research with suitable examples and illustrations. The first one is systematic. The purpose of research is to find out the answer for your research question. Find out the solution for your research problem. So it is involves the so many systematic procedures. At the beginning, you are identifying and labeling the variables. So what are all the dependent variable? What is your independent variable? What is the training you are going to give? What are the things you are going to measure? That you have to identify. After that, you have to frame the tentative answer, the hypothesis for your research question. Then it will be followed by the research design and the testing procedures. Then the finding the relationship between the independent and dependent variables. Then the data are collected, which is called as the pre-test. Then experiment can be conducted. After that, the post-test will be conducted and the data will be analyzed with the proper statistical procedure. Then you are arriving conclusion. So these are the systematic procedure involved in the most of the researches conducted in the field of physical education. So the research must be systematic. The second one is logical. Logical describes something that comes from clear reasoning, clear thinking. Your analytical thinking, your critical thinking will give you the exact answer. Whether it is right or wrong, that reasoning can be developed only through logical thinking. The logical examination in the research methods used in the research process will allow the researcher to evaluate whether the conclusion drawn is right or wrong. So the logical research is a need of the hour. The third one is empirical. Empirical means it is based on observation or experience rather than a theory. The researcher collects data based on his observation or by conducting an experiment. Based on the data analysis, the conclusions or solutions are derived. So that is called as the empirical research. So the empirical research involves observation of the event. Then induction. Induction means admitting or including the variables, including the independent variable, including the dependent variable, including your limitations. Then deductions. Deduction means something your work out from the facts that you are already know, the ability to think in this way. So the deductive manner, the research can be conducted with some of the formal deductions. Then you can go for testing procedure, then evaluation. So these are the empirical research. So the nature of research demands every research must be conducted based on evidences, based on observation rather than a theoretical concept. The ICE protocol for COVID-19 is proved that now it is based on empirical evidence. Initially, it was in the controversy and conflicts, but the research says that it is based on empirical evidences. It is based on observation and experiments. So the ICE protocol is safe for COVID-19 treatment. Reductive, generalizable, or in the simplified form. Research takes individual events, the data, and uses them to establish a general relationship. The outcome can be expressed in simplified form. Say, for example, the generalized. All kinds of tree can be called as tree. Whether it is a banyan tree, whether it is a neem tree or a Christmas tree, but it can be called as tree. So that is called as the generalization. Simplified form. To express 4 by 8 in the simplest form, you can express by 1 by 2 also. So the research needs the simplest form and generalization. Say for example in Tamil we will call that ஒரு பானை சோற்றுக்கு ஒரு சோறு பதம். So when we are cooking, the rice. We can test one or two rice whether it is boiled or not. So in that same way, the generalization of data can be achieved if your sample is representing the total population. If your sample is the true representative of your population, the generalization can be possible for your research answer. The fifth one is replicable or reproducible. The research process is recorded for enabling others to test the findings by repeating the research procedures or to build the future research on the previous results. The research procedure can be repeated whether it is applicable for the present situation or whether it can be applicable for the future situations. So the research process is recorded to enable others, to enable other researchers to do the research with the present situation and to predict the future situations. So the research must have a nature of reproducible and replicable. Hope you are able to understand the nature of research. Thank you. If you have any doubt, you can contact me in the given address. Bye.